Hello everybody and welcome to Crypto Snacks. This is going to be the last video of the day, of the year actually, and we can have a look real quick at the crypto market. It's not really doing anything too interesting. It's going down. Still think we're in a bull market. I still think we'll see a massive run up. It's just we're in different crypto market than we've been before a couple of years ago, simply because there's so many more new things and new players and all these NFTs, metaverses. So a good amount of energy and money goes into those places, so it looks way different, and I think it's getting less and less volatile. Still very volatile overall, but Bitcoin is kind of like hovering between the 45 to 50,000 range. It's going to probably move soon, either to the down or the upside, obviously. But but anyways, the markets are what they are. They do what they do. I kind of want to talk about how to store your crypto in a safe space and as secure as possible. And I think it's very important because there is probably going to be some kind of cyber hacks happening in the future. And I'm also worried because we have all these DeFi platforms, and just so you know, second layers, DeFi's, all these things, you put your crypto in a smart contract. It's not really on the blockchain that it was. So if those smart contracts have a fault and get hacked, your coins are eventually gone. We've seen some of those happen, and I think in the future there's probably some backdoors in certain projects, and we'll probably see another hack showing up. But basically what I want to say with that is keep a good part of it on in a secure place. And if you don't know how to do this, there's 100 videos I'm sure on this, but I just want to make a video about what I think are two good ways. I have two hardware wallets here, and one is called the Ellipal, and the other one is called a Ledger Nano S. I still have the old one. There's now a Nano X, but I have the Nano S, and I will link links to the websites in the description. So here you can see this is the Ledger, which is a nice little USB device. It looks a bit like this. It's a very small little device, and it is very handy because it's like a USB, so it doesn't take too much space. And the other one is this one, which is Ellipal. Now it looks a little bit like a phone. I can show that here to you. And so while I have been digging into the Ledger and its technology back in the days and trying to understand how it really works down to the level, and I'm not a technical expert, I try to understand, if it is possible to have a hack. And there was an interesting article about a guy who basically said that you would have the possibility to potentially mess a little bit, but it would be very, very hard and basically impossible to hack. But it was interesting because it started this rumor that it is hackable. And I do feel very comfortable actually with the Ledger, just because I'm very used to it. With the Ellipal, I do not know what the technicals are in there. So they say it's very safe and secure, and it won't be able to connect to the internet. But there's always a little bit of a doubt, in my opinion, because these are big companies. I'm pretty sure they don't mess with the user's trust, because once they do, and somebody gets hacked in a way that you can blame the company for it, they're probably going to have a lot of trouble, and they lose a lot of customers, so they're probably not going to do it. But you never know. Anyways, I don't know much about Trezor and other hardware wallets. I haven't tried them, but I have tried those two, the Ellipal and the Ledger. And if you do have crypto beyond, I want to say, what is painful for you to lose, maybe around $500 to $1,000 range or something upwards. I highly recommend you have to get a ledger. You have to get an Ellipal or any other hardware device for this matter, because if you hold your crypto on an exchange and the exchange goes down, your crypto's gone. If you hold it in a protocol and you have it linked to a wallet, like let's say you have your coins on Atomic and you put it in a DeFi system or provide liquidity, and that's the private key is created on the Atomic wallet, you are very more likely to be hacked, because your private key eventually is the money, and if any other person gets that private key, your money will be gone. And I think it's just important to remember the very basic technicals we have to understand in this space in order to not mess up. So while it is awesome to have all these possibilities to do yield farming and get APYs beyond any logic, I just want to tell everybody, like, just take a little bit out and put it in a secure, safe place, because I think somewhere in the future a lot of those projects will be gone, and with it the coins. And yeah, if I can help somebody to make sure they have a little bit of their crypto safe and secure and don't get completely slammed whenever this might happen, I'm happy. Yeah, I mean, and it may not happen, maybe it's all legit. I highly doubt it, but maybe I'm just a little paranoid. I don't know. Anyways, so let me know if you want me to make an in-depth video on how to set these devices up and how to use them. I can do that for sure, but yeah, I mean, there's a lot of videos on that already. So I don't know if it's necessary, but if you want me to, I'll definitely do that. But I just want to talk a little bit about the pros and cons on these two devices. So basically, I think if you have more than like $2,000-$3,000, it's probably good to have both, just in case one is malicious or something happens. A person gets your ledger, you still have some coins on an Ellipal. I think that's a good thing. It's always good to hedge against a point of attack or a point of loss. So different coins or different investment strategies, or I mean investments, so stocks and bonds and crypto and or precious metals and all that is good, having a bank account, because things can always happen. There's no 100% guarantee that nothing happens, and so it's always good to have a little bit of a hedge. Anyways, the ledger. What I really like about this beautiful little thing is that it is very handy. Yeah, you can now, like for example, you can link it to MetaMask and other software, and then use your crypto. So you could actually put it into, you can provide liquidity through the ledger. So it makes it easy to have access to certain protocols and financial instruments with a ledger directly. So you don't have to create an account on another wallet and make it a hot wallet, basically meaning make it a wallet where the private key touches the internet. So that's something I really like about this device. It's constantly upgrading, which is cool, which is at the same time a downside, because you always have to update the software and the firmware too at times. But yeah, it's very small. It's very simple to use in a way. It's very intuitive, and you really have a lot of usage, so you can really do a lot with it. The negative side definitely is the space. You don't have a lot of space on this, so you can add, for example, probably Ethereum, Bitcoin app, and then you're pretty much full. So if you want to add another app like Zilliqa or Dogecoin or something, you'll have to delete another app in order to install this app. And so you have to always uninstall and install, and it's quite a tedious thing to do. But still, I like it a lot. And I've been using it for a while now, and it works good. I've never had major problems. I definitely had my moments where I spent hours figuring things out where it wouldn't work. And it was most of the time just because I didn't check that I had to upgrade the software or the firmware. The Ellipal, I just absolutely love the way it feels. It's like a heavy, it definitely feels like a tough thing, like solid. And I do like the fact that it has a little screen, so you can do just like QR code screening, and you could actually use this and show somebody or take a picture and they can send you crypto. And it also shows you like all the coins, and you can actually swipe through and see all those coins. So it's very neat. Very good. I do like that. I also like the fact that you can have multiple accounts, so you can actually create different wallets on the same Ellipal, if in case you want to have a different, like one for spending, one for trading, and one for your savings or something. So you can do that as well. The negative things are definitely the battery. Like every time I take it, the battery is down, and it's just up now because I just charged it yesterday. And the other thing is, I had from a lot of people that I told to buy one of those, they bought an Ellipal, and they said it's very confusing to send. So they always ask me, how can I send the crypto out of the Ellipal? So it seems that that is not as easy for the regular user. And so that's maybe a bit of a negative point also. And then it's more expensive than the ledger. But anyways, highly recommend have a hardware wallet. Make sure you have some coins offline in a cold wallet and let them just chill and sit there, because who knows what the future will bring. There's definitely going to be a storm and a lot of chaos and wild times. So I think that's it for today. I don't want to make it too long. Let me know what you think. Ask, answer, say something or not. I don't know. But yeah, I wish you a wonderful, wonderful new year. Stay safe out there. Be happy and be thankful for these amazing times. Not necessarily easy, but it's always good to stay grateful. Okay, have a good one.